Hi guys, welcome to 10th grade mathematics lesson. In this video lecture, we are going to discuss about how to find out trigonometric ratio of some special angles and also how to find out the trigonometric ratio of quadrantal angles. But first, let's discuss about how to find out the exact value of trigonometric function of 45 degrees. To calculate the trigonometric ratio of angle 45 degree, we use an isosceles right triangle. Let's consider we have an isosceles right triangle in here, ABC. As we can see, the measure of AB is equal to A, and also the measure of the length BC, the side BC, is equal to A. And here, let's name these two angles alpha and beta. The measure of both of angles are equal to 45 degrees. For finding the length of hypotenuse in here, we should apply the Pythagorean theorem in this right triangle. We will have the length of AC whole square equals to A square plus A square. A square plus A square will be equal to 2A square. If we take the square root of both sides, we will have the length of side AC is equal to the square root of 2A. Now, we know that the length of hypotenuse is equal to the square root of 2A. For finding the sine of theta, the theta or alpha which is in there 45 degree, we know that sine of any angle is equal to the ratio of opposite side and hypotenuse. Opposite side of 45 degree is A in here, and hypotenuse is the square root of 2A. We can cancel A with A. We will receive 1 by the square root of 2. By rationalizing this fraction, we will have the square root of 2 divided by 2. Cosine of 45 degree is equal to the ratio of adjacent side by the length of hypotenuse. The adjacent side is in here A, and hypotenuse is the square root of 2A. We can cancel A with A. We will receive 1 by the square root of 2. If we rationalize this one, we will get the square root of 2 by 2. And tangent of theta equals to the opposite side divided by adjacent. Means A divided by A. It is equal to 1. Cotangent of 45 degree is equal to A divided by A. Means the adjacent side divided by opposite side, which is equal to 1 in here. Secant of 45 degree is equal to 1 by cosine of 45 degree, because we know that secant is the reciprocal of cosine of that angle. We know that cosine of 45 degree is equal to 1 by the square root of 2. If we simplify this fraction, we will get it is equal to the square root of 2. Cosecant of 45 degree is equal to 1 divided by sine of 45 degree, because we know that cosecant of any angle is the reciprocal of the sine of that angle. We found out in here sine of 45 degree is equal to 1 by the square root of 2. If we simplify this fraction, we will get that it is equal to the square root of 2. Right now, let's find out the exact value of the trigonometric function of 30 and 60 degree. To calculate the trigonometric ratio of the angle 30 and 60 degree, we are going to use equilateral triangle. Let's consider we have an equilateral triangle ABC in here. The measure of all of interior side is equal to 60 degrees. Let's draw an altitude from vertex A to the side BC. If we do that one, this altitude will divide the angle to two equal angles, and also it will divide the opposite side to two equal sides. For finding the length of AH in here, we should use the Pythagorean theorem in this right triangle. We will have A divided by 2 whole square plus AH whole square is equal to A square. If we simplify that one, we will get that A square minus A square by 4 is equal to the length of AH whole square. We know that a square minus a square by 4 is equal to 3a square by 4 is equal to the length of AH whole square. If we take the square root of both sides, we will have the length of AH, which is equal to the square root of 3a by 2. So we found out the length of AH, which is the square root of 3a by 2. Right now, we can find out the trigonometric ratio of 30 degree and 60 degree by using one of these two right triangle which we have in there. Let's find out the sine of 30 degree. That is equal to the opposite side divided by hypotenuse. Opposite side is a by 2 and hypotenuse is in here a. If we calculate that one, we will get that it is equal to 1 by 2. Cosine of 30 degree. Cosecant of 30 degree is equal to 1 by sine of 30 degree. We know that the sine of 30 degree is equal to 1 by 2. If we calculate or simplify this fraction, we will get it is equal to 2. Tangent of 30 degree equals to the opposite side divided by adjacent side. And here it is equal to a by 2 divided by the square root of 3a divided by 2. If we simplify this one, we will get 1 by the square root of 3. Rationalize this fraction, we will get that the square root of 3 divided by 3. Cotangent of theta equal 30 degree is equal to 1 by tangent of 30 degree. Because we know that cotangent is the reciprocal of tangent. So we can write down 1 divided by this by 1 by the square root of 3. If we simplify that one, we will get the square root of 3. Cosine of 30 degree equals to adjacent side divided by hypotenuse. Means the square root of 3a divided by 2 divided by a. If we simplify this one, we will get the square root of 3 divided by 2. Secant of 30 degree is equal to the reciprocal of cosine of 30 degree. We know that the cosine of 30 degree is equal to the square root of 3 divided by 2. By simplifying this fraction, we will get 2 divided by the square root of 3. If we rationalize this fraction, we will get 2 the square root of 3 divided by 3. Sine of 60 degree is equal to the square root of 3a divided by 2 divided by a. It is equal to the square root of 3 by 2. We can find out the cosecant of 60 degree by replacing the value of sine of 60 degree in this fraction. By calculating or simplifying that one, we will get it is equal to 2 the square root of 3 divided by 3. Tangent of 60 degree equals to the square root of 3a by 2 divided by a by 2. If we simplify that one, we will get the square root of 3. Cotangent of 60 degree is equal to the reciprocal of the tangent of 60 degree. If we replace the value of tangent of 60 degree in here, which is the square root of 3, we will get that 1 by the square root of 3. If we rationalize this fraction, we will get the square root of 3 divided by 3. Now let's find out the cosine of 60 degree. For finding cosine of 60 degree, we should find out the ratio of the adjacent side of 60 degree and hypotenuse, which is 8 by divided by 2 divided by a. If we simplify this fraction, we will get it is equal to 1 by 2. Now let's find out secant of 60 degree. For finding secant of 60 degree, we should calculate 1 divided by sine of 60 degree. We know that sine of 60 degree is equal to, it should be cosine. Cosine of 60 degree, that is equal to 1 by 2. It is equal to 1 by 2. If we calculate that one, it is equal to 2. This one should be cosine of 60 degree. Cosine of 60 degree. Finding the exact value of trigonometric function of 90 degree. For doing that one, let's consider we have a trigonometric circle or a unit circle. Because the point P0 and 1 lies on the terminal side of 90 degree, in here we can say the component belongs to x-axis or the abscissa of the point P is 0, the ordinate is 1. And also in previous lecture we discussed if we have the intersection point of the terminal side of an angle and also the trigonometric circle, the abscissa will be equal to the sine of that cosine of that angle, and the ordinate is equal to the sine of that angle. So sine of 90 degree will be equal to 1. Cosine of 90 degree will be equal to 0. For finding tangent of 90 degree, we can use the quotient trigonometric identity. Means tangent of 90 degree equals to sine of 90 degree divided by cosine of 90 degree. By replacing the values, we will get 1 divided by 0, and that is undefined. Cotangent of 90 degree is equal to cosine of 90 degree divided by sine of 90 degree. By replacing the value, we will get it is equal to 0. Secant of 90 degree equals to the reciprocal of cosine of 90 degree, which is equal to 1 by 0, and that is undefined. Cosecant of 90 degree is equal to 1 by divided by sine of 90 degree. By replacing the value, we will get that cosecant of 90 degree equals to 1. Now let's find out the exact value for the trigonometric function of pi or 180 degree. Let's consider we have a unit circle. We know that the point minus 1 and 0 will lie on the terminal side of the angle 180 degree. So the abscissa of this point will equal to the cosine of 180 degree, and the ordinate will equal to sine of 180 degree. So sine of 180 degree equals to 0. Cosine of 180 degree is equal to negative 1. For finding tangent of 180 degree, we should divide the sine of 180 degree and cosine of 180 degree. By replacing the value, we will get it is equal to 0. Cotangent of 180 degree equals to cosine of 180 degree divided by sine of 180 degree. By replacing the value, we will get that 1 minus 1 divided by 0, which is undefined. For finding secant of 180 degree, we should calculate the reciprocal of that one, which is 1 by cosine of 180 degree. Replace the value. By calculating, we will get it is equal to negative 1. Cosecant of 180 degree equals to 1 by sine of 180 degree. It is equal to 1 by 0, and it is undefined. Finding the exact value of trigonometric function of 270 degree. We know that the point 0 and minus 1 lies on the terminal side of 270 degree. So the sine of 270 degree will be equal to the ordinate of the point P, which is negative 1. Cosine of 270 degree will equal to the abscissa of the point P, which is 0 and a half. We can find out tangent of 270 degree by dividing the value of sine of theta by cosine of 270 degree, which is undefined in here. Cotangent of 270 degree equals to cosine of 270 divided by sine of 270 degree, which is equal to 0 by minus 1. It is equal to 0. Secant of 270 degree is equal to 1 by cosine of 270 degree. It is equal to 1 by 0, and that is undefined. Cosine of 270 degree equals to 1 by sine of 270 degree. It is equal to 1 divided by minus 1, and it is equal to negative 1. Now let's find out the exact value of the trigonometric function of 360 degree. We know that the point P, which is 1 and 0, lies on the terminal side of the angle 360 degree or 2 pi. So 1, which is the abscissa of the point P, will equal to the cosine of 360 degree, and 0, which is the ordinate, it will be equal to the sine of 360 degree. For finding tangent, we should divide the value of sine and cosine, which is equal to 0. For finding cotangent of 360 degree, we should divide cosine of 360 degree by the sine of 360 degree, which is equal to 1 by 0, and it is undefined in here. Secant of 360 degree equals to 1 by cosine of 360 degree, and it is equal to 1 divided by 1. is equal to 1. Cosecant of 360 degree equals to 1 by sine of 360 degree. It is equal to 1 by 0 and it is undefined. It was all about this video lecture. Thanks for watching.